Where many, myself included, expected the paradoxical nature of The Outer Worlds 2's theme and publisher to muddle its message, in practice, that tension didn't undermine the game's satire, it actually validated and deepened it. It's not pretending to exist outside of a corporate structure, rather it's examining what resistance, compromise, and ethical navigation looks like from within those systems. The Outer Worlds 2 doesn't get to take a self-righteous independent position like its predecessor. This time the game is produced by developers who've lived exactly through what the game depicts. Tell me if this sounds familiar. Two awful corporations begin a monumental merger in order to become a doubly awful entity. Sounds a lot like the Microsoft Activision deal, doesn't it? How the utter inhumanity of corporations is shown as they sacrifice human lives to deepen their pockets. While sister studios Tango and Arcane Austin are shut down and Microsoft goes through 4 major rounds of layoffs in 18 months. The writers are watching in real time as their friends and colleagues are given the boot because of the moronic decisions of upper management. It's not some abstract political commentary, it's art created about the system it's embedded in, making the game a more mature piece of satire because it understands complicity instead of claiming moral purity. This can be shown through the factions and companions compared to its predecessor. Where Outer Worlds 1 had the altruistic Parvati as your initial companion, someone every player could unanimously root for, the crew in Outer Worlds 2 are all morally dubious and institutionalized by the different pieces of propaganda orbiting around Arcadia. Where the first game gave you the option of resisting the inhuman corporate power structure with the iconoclasts, every faction in the Outer Worlds 2 puts its ideology above the lives of its believers. There's no good options this time around, because that would be hypocritical coming from a team that chose to bend the knee to an all-powerful corporate entity. And so none of the factions are purely good or purely evil, they're all systems that perpetuate themselves. Whilst the people within them make compromises, find ethical grey areas, and try to minimize harm. And that's the tension the game depicts so well. Obsidian is no longer naive enough to think you can escape corporate structures or that resistance is simple, which is why the characters throughout the games have to navigate the same paradox as the creators. How do they maintain ethics and humanity when operating within a system designed to prioritize profits over people? The game's self-awareness peaks with the consumerism flaw, available if you purchase the premium edition for early access. With the description reading, "You're the reason our marketing works," it's mocking the player willing to spend extra money while still taking their money, which is a real-time demonstration of the game's central thesis. You can critique the system, participate in it, and be aware of your participation in it all at the same time. This is Obsidian acknowledging that there's no position of purity when you're creating commercial art under capitalism. Please consider subscribing,